We on? Tell you what, I'll start with this because I was gonna need. Oh, shit, that happened fast. Brian Kincaid. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit? Good morning, my fellow travelers. Or shall I say, this afternoon. It would behoove me most audaciously at this juncture in the inauguration to declare this particular congregation the single largest amalgamation of any one particular nation's population to ever receive an invitation to a situation of such enduring magnitude, forthwith and notwithstanding any misunderstood grandstanding as we would pertain to the expansion of our national tantrum in such a grand and or irrational fashion that I would implore you to explore a more tangible interpretation of our national anthem, the likes of which we could take platinum plausibly if you would turn your hymnals with me to the book of verbatim, botherations ad nauseatum. Ain't that some bullshit? All right now. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some bullshit when you allow good men to go on dying for your freedom, only later to recall them as having fought for your flag? Oh, Lord, that's some bullshit. Henceforth, forthwith, fourscore and way too many more years before the last first responder ever forgot to remember 7/11 untoward a more perfect reunion of our most effervescent endeavor to linger here forever with or without the express written content of any nationally resented softball league's best politically motivated preconditioned intentions to lure your children away from these lives of crime that they are leading out on the streets and lead them to lives of crime that would be taking place indoors. Lives of collusion, the likes of which this nation has never seen before, depending on what your definition of the word is, I would ask you. Ain't that some bullshit? 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 Read my lips, and I will show you my taxes. And by that I mean, if I am elected. I didn't say any of this. Who sings better than me, babe? Yeah, little out of tune, little out of play. Well, good morning and welcome. Been looking forward to it. Oh, there it is. Been looking forward to seeing you. Woke up this morning and I was thinking about maybe doing a whole nother record, but then I thought, no. And then, so what we're gonna do, I think in October, in addition to these Sunday shows, I'm gonna do a 12-night marathon. Where I play every record all the way through. And that way we don't jack up our Sunday thing, which is really fun because it's like I just blaze a J and make a plan. It's just fun to make a plan on the way in, you know? Check the temperature, what have you. That's the one. Come on, G. Sup, G? Huh? They named that goddamn kiss-ass Handelman Vice President of Human Resources or something. And he stood up and made a speech about how we would all have to work even harder now. I thought, harder now? Harder at what? I would give anything to get up and walk out of here, but I am stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Looking them over, can't see no difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of trees. And making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the shit that I get from my daughter. She says that she can't stand the side of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever. Don't ride no rag top. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break us for the sake of this neighborhood. They want everybody up and down the street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness. Looking them over, can't see no difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of tree. Oh, making so much money we can hardly breathe. I didn't even want to study economics. My parents made me cause they said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is as unimpressed by these plaques in my cubicle as I'm secretly impressed with his ability. Look at everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. I'm looking them over, so I can't see no difference. I'm making money out of paper, paper out of tree. Making so much money we can hardly breathe. Take it. Now I gotta call that little fucker Mr. Handelman. I drove home from work as mad as I'd ever been, and then I nearly jerked this kid out of a drive-through window. He said, will that be everything? I said, what the fuck would you know about it? You're looking at a man that's about to buy a little girl a rag top. What are you driving, a bicycle? You punk ass stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness. I looking them over. I said, oh, I can't see no difference. Making money out of paper and I'm making paper out of trees. We make money out of paper. We make paper out of trees. We make money out of paper. We make paper out of trees. We make, oh Lord, we're just making so much money we can hardly breathe tonight. Oh yeah. This is going to be one of the best shows I've ever done. I could tell you that right now. Cowboy Jack Clement used to say all the time, one of his things he used to say was when they'd get stuck in the studio, he'd say, sometimes you just got to ask yourself, what would the smartest man in the world do right now? And then he'd say, sometimes you gotta figure he'd wait it out. That's good stuff. Oh. I'm not doing that song. Well, come gather around and I'll sing you a song about a crazy old world that was coming along till one day some fool made the fateful decision to turn on the goddamn television. Of course, the radio reported that we'd all ignore it, and the paper said we had no time for it, but before you knew it, we knew Milton Berle, and we all had a brand new escape from the world. We were all tuned in, for soon there was a man walking on the moon, and he made it look as easy as driving a car. Video killed the radio star. I've got the talking blues. The old sitcom catchphrase, game show nation, television soon defied explanation as the situation took to such a degree that eventually you'd hear about a cable TV. Of course, the free TV news swore we'd all ignore it and that your average family could never afford it. But again, they were wrong, and eventually, hell, everybody wanted their MTV, and we were all tuned in. But now the shock was watching a kid do a dance called a moonwalk. He's just sliding backwards, eventually too far. Reality killed that video star. You got the talking blues. Now the talking blues are easy to do. All you have to rhyme is a line or two. Rhyme a line or two and then you don't have to rhyme again. See? I can say anything I want now. Office Park. Important game. So simple at first, it was hard to foresee the impending collision with reality, but it soon seemed television turned on itself when the real world come on like it was something else. Of course, the actors all acted like they weren't floored, hoping eventually we would all get bored, but one after the other, we pretended not to act as we hurtled ever forward toward alternative fact, and then a show called The Apprentice, and then pretty soon, an old man with a comb over had sold us the moon. And he made it, we stayed tuned in, and now here we are, reality killed by a reality star. Hey, hey, man, rock and roll will never die. Hang your hat down in your eyes, you make a couple million dollars. I tell you, I've just gotten so used to this guitar. It's not hard to play. It's actually easy to play, but it's like it's got its life in it or something. So it's like you can offend it if you're not ready. Petal falls from a dying rose. Into the wind it blows through fate. While down below the ground it grows another rose that can hardly wait. Well, 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 you know. My uncle finally died of a heart attack. Bursting with pride, he was way overweight. Well, there was hardly anybody at the funeral beside the people that thought they might help him divide the estate. Well, 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 the preacher couldn't tell us everything that he did, but he said every kind thing that he could. Mostly focusing on long ago when he was just a kid and his intentions had all been so good. Oh, well, well, petal falls from a dying rose. Into the wind it blows through fate. While down below the ground it always grows another rose that can hardly wait. All right, all right, all right. Always growing. My mother said when he was younger he was skinnier, kinder, funnier, humble as a white picket fence. As he got older, he got fatter, left his wife for something younger, started showing up here drunker, making less and less sense, less and less sense. A petal falls in from a dying rose. And through the wind it blows through fate. While down below the ground it grows another rose that can hardly wait. My Uncle Sam, he finally died of a heart attack. Bursting with pride, he was way overweight. Now through the eye of a needle on a camel's back, the American dream gonna hit the pearly gate. Oh, well, 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 well. Ooh, well, 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 well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, that's called Dividing the Estate, off a record called Peace Queer that we did. I'm going to do this one. I'll tell you, if I could put time in a bottle, I sure wouldn't send it to my girlfriend, would you? There's got to be something better. Now, this song, one of the only political issues that ever bugs me is the prison industrial complex, how poor kids get just railroaded into there and stuck in there. And they make 27 cents an hour, but they work for a lot of those companies that make ammo and stuff. Something to think about, you know. This is a song I was making up, try to defend dollars. Hanging around down on some blue street, I like the first dollar bill in their frame. I'm watching media coverage of some kid who can't make peace with fame. It must be tough, man. Paparazzi and stuff, man. I overserved my country under General Malaise. He said, we're making no peace until it paid him a raise. He said the killing was paying like didn't know how. If peace paid, we'd have that made by now. Hell, we would have it new and improved by now if it paid any money. I've been framed. Heaven help me, I've been framed. I like that first dollar bill frame. Took a better job working for the Bilderberg, pouring fluoride in the water for the son of the Bilderberg's only daughter. I said, how do you know? She said, you know how you just know something in your gut that you've just got to trust? Well, it's nothing like that, man. We're just rich as all, fuck is all. I've been framed. Heaven help me, I've been framed. I'm like that first dollar bill frame. See, didn't you hear that it was saying, leave that, get rid of that pick. Now it's happy. Said in the London Bank Association laboratory, framed for calling out the United States. All-time prison time, wartime economy, now it all seems so far off of the wall to me. I'm watching every other dollar making change. But me, I've been framed. I've been framed. I like it first dollar bill frame. Yeah, abolish prison, huh? That's a real thing people talk about. I'm for that. I didn't know I was for. I didn't know that abolishing the suburbs was on the menu either. And now, right? When I heard that the guy Joe Biden was going to do that, I'm like, well, fuck. Now I'm committed, totally committed. Well, I already was, but I'm like, now I'll go hand out shit if we're gonna do that, because that's gonna be fucking hilarious. At the very least, I don't even know what the point would be. But if someone's gonna do that, it's like Hunter Thompson vowed to abolish pavement. Man, how great would that have been? But the suburbs, how funny. What would they, abolish them, get rid of them. Would you mow them down? Or just put a bunch of thrift stores and shit in there? Bookstores. Make gay people walk around. Well, my political affiliation really is about the bands. If the Indigo Girls are there, I'm there. I don't even have to read the brochure. You know, if there's gonna be weed, or just if everybody sort of looks like me or smells like me, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably agree with them. What you guys doing? That's my rally. But that and getting rid of prison, I guess. My baby mother been incarcerated. Otherwise she would have been here today to testify every word I stated. While it may be complicated, it's true in a way. You see this woman here today, I hardly even know her. Okay, maybe once or twice I might have given her a lift, but she never give me any money, Your Honor. Every penny that she gave me, she said it was a gift. She said that it was a gift. She said it was a gift. My baby mother been incarcerated. She had some trouble with an interstate cop who said he saw her driving by obliterated. Further frustrated by the way she wouldn't stop, so they called out all the other cops. Had a high-speed chase. Chased my baby through the side of a tree. That's when I think they might have planted marijuana in a suitcase. Court-appointed lawyer told a cop to please, so the cop to plead. Cop to plead, my baby mother been incarcerated. I never had a lot of luck with a lady on. I never had a lot of luck with much of anything. My baby mother wanna drive a Mercedes, Your Honor. My baby mother wanna wear a bunch of diamond rings. She knows damn well I can't afford a damn thing, no. My baby mother been incarcerated. I'm kinda glad if I could tell you the truth, but that don't have a whole lot here to do with this matter. You see, this woman here today, she just don't have any proof. I don't know whose voice that could be there on her telephone recorder. Brother or some other friend that's in on it too. Maybe it's the same old friend that came and helped me forge my signature, because that is not my signature. Telling you the truth, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, my baby mother been incarcerated. I understand about the verdict and everything, Your Honor. You're just doing your job, that's alright with me. Just one more thing before I leave, for my friends and my family, would you put this, tell me when this particular episode is gonna be on TV? Oh Lord, I'm gonna be on TV, baby. Nobody suffers like poor people suffer. Nobody suffers like poor people suffer. Nobody suffers like poor people suffer. Nobody suffers like poor people suffer, babe. Yeah, I'm not kidding about getting rid of prisons. I do think that's some racist shit. All right, shut up, man. You know, everybody's talking politics these days, and I just want to say nothing about it. Oh, Well, one morning, and I realized I repeat myself. I can say that again. All right. I woke this morning and I realized I repeat myself. I woke up this morning and I realized they say 1 and 1 is 2. But I have my suspicions. I believe it may be one of them crazy old religious superstitions. Would you believe that the same financial institution backing both sides of every war since before the French Revolution, still running the Federal Reserve and all but just a small handful of nations? Why, it is a paperclip operation. By even the most reasonable explanation, it may well be the single longest, widest Bronco chase in the history of the conspiracy of television. That's all I'm saying. One for the money. Got it, two for the money. Three for the money. And four for even more money. It's like the seventh wonder was saying in seventh heaven, watching the seventh building falling on 9/11. This is Northrop Grumman, Honeywell, and L3 Communications, Lockwell. These are the major corporations selling perpetual murder and mass destruction under the false flag of protection of my government of the shadow branches. Why, it's easy to see without too much what you got me lost. Oh, I fucked it up. See how someone could just wake up one morning and come to the Richard Lewis-like conclusion and or decision that there's just no hope left whatsoever for even the slightest portion of our entire civilization. So zippity-doo-dah, motherfucker. Zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful case of the blues I'm experiencing today, while the air in my hotel has been conditioned in just such a way. Seems like every single note that I ask this priceless banjo mind to play takes the unmistakable sounds of my pains and my sorrows, make them sound like some kind of embarrassing hope for tomorrow, and that's not me, man, that's not who I am. You know, we mistake desperate people for the devil all the time. So there's no real way of knowing what kind of deal it was I actually signed, but it was my understanding that I'd be the single greatest blues banjo player in the world by now. And to the contrary, I'm not. Well, in fact, I'm just another fool standing around out here, waiting to get shot in another sad addition to an already sorry state of affairs. With another set of politicians taking the top of another set of courthouse stairs. You know that you're out of ideas when you get down to your thoughts and your prayers. That's all we got down here for you this evening, down here on these courthouse stairs. All I tell you, they're sending out their thoughts and their prayers for you, baby. Ooh, they're sending out the thoughts and their prayers, are sending out their thoughts and their prayers. And I tell you, oh man, how much of that? I just dropped a big chunk of that, didn't I? Well, folks, you know, what do you want, eggs in your fucking beer? I try and I try, I try. Like, I'm still spacing. What happened there? There's so many words, and I had them on the Jumbotron. I'm gonna go over to the piano, man. I give up. You guys have upset me enough. I don't know why I'm the one that always has to suffer. But I hope you're having fun today. I don't feel like I'm talking very much, but I'm enjoying making some music. Boy, I hate that, though. I hate dropping them like that. Ugh. What is it Bob Dylan says? I don't know my song well before I start singing. Well, then get it together, monkey dick. There was a time when I was handsome, baby. There was a time when I had money to burn. There was a time when, well, I landed, Lord, that was the least of mine. Oh, that was the least of my concern. Well, it hurts to lean back in these handcuffs. It's like 9 kinds of shame turned to rage. As a younger man, I might have put up a fight, but I just feel like such a fool in my age. A lot of this trouble, it just finds me. It don't seem to matter which way I turn. How do you know it's too late? How do you know it's too late? How do you know if it's too late to learn? You know the number one symptom of heart disease, the number one symptom of heart disease is sudden death. It's like time stands still forever on you till it starts shaking around. It starts shaking around like some crazy old hooker on meth. And you know me, I can't take no preaching. I don't like it on Sunday, no other day. But I feel like I ought to be praying or something, and I have no idea what you say. A lot of this trouble just finds me, baby. It don't seem to matter which way I turn. How do you know it's too late? How do you know if it's too late? How do you know if it's too late to learn? Well, I've learned nothing out here after all my years on this highway, but I tell you, I have been passed by, and I passed by more than my share car. I do remember back in my younger days when I was so certain that driving even faster was what it was gonna get me far. So ain't nothing left for me to learn here. It's just this half full or half empty cup. Less than an ounce of possession fire. Come on, I could do that kind of time. A lot of these troubles, they just find me. Don't seem to matter which way I turn. How do you know it's too late? How do you know it's too late? How do you know it's too late? Oh, you don't. I tell you, man, they call the widespread panic family, and best that I understand is known as the home team. And Todd Nance, we lost him this week at the age of 57, and this is a tough road, but man, I want to thank my buddy Dave for letting me into that home team family, and my brother Dwayne too, and I know all those guys, JB, I know they're all really hurting, and I know how much they cared about that. Todd, and I don't know why, but it was making me think of this. The hardworking Americans had some really, family. I wasn't a family person, and we had some like dinners and stuff, which I never been around things like that, or not much. I remember we were staying at the Pritzker's house in Pismo Beach, just like where it was just amazing. The house had been made in like 1 billion years ago. It's just beautiful, and we had this awesome dinner. Played Bob Weir's place. Well, I'll come on here one last time, a few times. A few times after that, but that was just for old time's sake. I've come on here a few times for no good reason at all. This time I swear I'm just down here by mistake. I'll give up drinking for the reason that I started drinking, when it makes me feel better than I already do. From rags to riches, to rags to richly embellished accounts of the truth, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. I sang you my song and then another song, not knowing if I gave you a choice, you would make it. It would hit me just like I was dying, they said, but it was worse. I was able to take it, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you send. The Grateful Dead, they had been around this block a few times, more than you had. Had they been around it a few times more than we all had? Way back before it was even paid. And they say that upon the sea of hypocrisy, that the show will let a show just another wave, sending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. Well, the hippies everywhere, man. Keep on chugling, man. All right. This, I'm going to, boy. Well, can't wait till this year. Or last year was pretty tough, too. It's not what it is. It's not what it is. What if it's not what it is? Might not be. I'll tell you, man, I was playing this song last week and made me want to do it again. I used to hate this song. The reason why I got sick of it was because I played this up 200 times before I made a record, you know. I made this up, and I was playing the Daily Planet. I'd done like 3 of them, and then I had this. I was coming down for like my 4th one of those shows, and it was always like the same 7 people. Like it's Sandy Heiss, Marchetti would be there, Sandy's friend, I can't remember her name. But you know, it was just a few people from open mic the night before that I'd made friends with, and one night I came in for the show with this song, I remember, and it was brand new, and that night I came in and my friends were there, but there was also this group of rugby kids, about 20 of them. So all of a sudden it's the biggest show I've ever had, but they're yelling and drinking beer, and I thought, my thought was, oh, fucking great, you know, I won't have fun tonight because of these guys. But I had this sticker on my guitar case because I had played rugby some. I had fun at it. And so I had a sticker on my guitar case that said I would rather lose at rugby than win at softball. And they saw that and they stayed. And then I got up and I played this song. And they really liked it. They made me play it like 3 or 4 more times that night. And then really those kids, they're probably old men now, but of course they are. Those kids, they just kept bringing their friends. And eventually this audience I had, this group of people, and they would let me sing my songs and they'd listen to them. And there was all these rugby kids and their friends, you know. So thank you, Memphis State rugby team, for coming to the Daily Planet all the time. Well, and it's funny because I made this song up because I didn't think I was ever going to get, you know, I was like, well, who's going to come see a folk singer in 1987, you know. And they were kind of fratty, you know. But I made this song up and they liked it, like Okie Muskogee or something. Well, my old man said the Woodstock generation found a way to make this nation open up its eyes and take a look around. He says my generation ain't good for nothing. I could think of something, so I thought I would jot it down. Here's to hair gel, hanging out at the health spa, using condom scents, watching Arsenio Hall. Here's the drum machines, stonewashed jeans, credit cards and fax machines, big bow-headed chicks and frat guys, wearing $40 tie-dye t-shirts and big bow paisley ties. And here's to living off your dad as long as you can and blending in with the crowd. Oh, my generation should be proud. Yodel-hoo-hoo-hoo. We were raised up in the hallowed halls of 500,000 shopping malls, and there ain't any price we're too proud to let our parents pay. We'll buy anything from a Diet Sprite to 1,000 points of light. Listen, I admit that we're not that bright, but I'm proud anyway. Hey, here's the hair gel, hanging at the health spa, using condom scents, watching Arsenio Hall. Here's to living off that as long as you can and blending in with the crowd. Well, my generation should be proud. Here's to hair gel, hanging out at the health spa, using condom scents and watching L.A. Law. Here's to drum machines, stonewashed jeans, credit cards and fax machines, the big bow-headed chicks and frat guys, wearing $40 tie-dye t-shirts and big bow paisley ties. And here's to living off that as long as you can and blending in with the crowd. Oh, my generation, my generation, my generation. Well, I hope I die before I get old. Tonight, I meant to go. That was the chord. My generation. Oh, what a peach. That makes me think of my old girlfriend Shannon. Old Shoe Hills. We had a lot of fun. We'd argue about old John Denver. She liked him. I would say, man, if I'm just never gonna say to somebody that they fill up my senses like a night in the fucking forest. And if I do, I hope she presses charges or that doesn't feel like, that feels assaultive. Hey, baby, you fill up my senses like a night in the forest? Take it easy, John. Take it easy. Somebody was asking for this song. It keeps asking, and I'm gonna do it. Driving all day, we both said nothing. You threw your face in a magazine. I tuned into the oldies station and I flew away in a time machine. This world is so amazing, the sun is shining and it's raining too. I waited all my life for you. I don't mind sometimes not talking. Sometimes there isn't nothing to say. Anyway, I know what you're thinking, and I kinda like it when you think that way. I think I'll just keep on driving, anywhere will do. I waited all my life for you. All this time I knew you were out there. All this time I knew someday I would find you somewhere. Some people tell you everything they think of. They say, yes, I will, and then they never do. Sometimes I've got to ask you to speak up. Everything that you say is true. Say I'll be mine forever, never leave me blue. I waited all my life for, I waited all my life, I waited all my life for. This guitar sound, it doesn't want anyone to go on it. I can tell. I'm gonna do this too now that we're down here. I remember it was we'd been up late the night before because it was New Year's Eve, and I got up that next morning and I got a call from Billy Joe Shaver, and he was kind of a mournfully kind of day. If you don't know much about Todd Nance, look him up, man, and you know. But this is about Eddie Shaver, man. He got into the into more than he could do. He got into it, and that New Year's Day, I found out about it. He was only 37 years old, man. And really, he had one of the best guitar players ever. Derek knew who he was for sure. If you ever check out Billy Joe Shaver, it's called Tramp on Your Street. That's Eddie. And Eddie and I were really close. We're terrible for each other, but we had a lot of fun. quit too late, you're gonna die too soon. A woman with a needle and a silver spoon got you holed up singing the devil's tune. Singing the blues, paying your dues, speeding your young life away. I never will get over what I heard about you first thing New Year's Day. I can't say that I felt so sad. The truth is, I'm still mad at the selfish way you just left your dad when you know what a hard luck time he's had. You're just sleeping through our dream come true. You threw all that talent away. I never will get over what I heard about you the first thing New Year's Day. Ooh, New Year's Day. Ooh, slipping away. I threw the phone up against the wall, falling apart when I got the call. I went out walking with the weight of it all. That's when it hit me like a waterfall. I've been playing the blues, I've been paying my dues. I'm just speeding my young life away. I never will get over what I heard about you the first thing New Year's Day. Yellow rose, Waco moon, quit too late and you'll die too soon. Woman with a needle and a silver spoon has got you holed up singing the devil's tune. Playing the blues, paying your dues, speeding your young life away. I never will get over what I heard about you the first thing New Year's Day. Yeah, Eddie, man. That still makes me mad because he would have only been 50-something right now. But, man, I'm starting to wind in towards the end, I guess. I hope you've enjoyed yourself getting into that political season. I'm going to try to be careful of each other, you know. My least favorite thing, I think, is being hit in the face or any other area of my body. So I'm going to try to really quarantine these next couple months and just keep my mouth shut, I suppose. I don't want no trouble with anybody. I ain't afraid of nobody, but I don't want no trouble with them. Knock, knock. Sugarland. See, that's why nobody likes this town, because so cruel. They're still probably making bank. I mean, the one girl quit. They're probably working on songs right now. This town's brutal. That's why people. I made that up. Well, my friends, we're coming to the end here. Trying to think if there's any stories I wanted to tell you before I left you today. I didn't show up with much of a plan, and I'll tell you why. I got some new songs, man, and I really like some of them. And there's the one about Jeff. And so we already got all this crap. So we've been trying to make it so like we can record, and we're starting to get into it. So that's kind of where my head is today. I'm working on this song. Well, I'm not going to play it for you, but but we're going to try to record it tomorrow. So anyway, I appreciate you coming and making these Sundays with us, the First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder, we call it. And we're hoping to do this on and on now. I don't want to stop doing these Sunday shows. And keep an eye out, because we're going to do a 12-day marathon where I'll just do every record. I'll do the Daily Planet one over too, because I'll tell you what, in the middle I switched out of this guitar, and this guitar, Jerry Jeff called me last week and was like, what did you switch guitars for? Thank you, Kent Finley. He found this in a pawn shop. And in 1980-something. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American males, soul-saving, flag-waving, rush-loving, lamp-paving, personal friends to the quail, shirt-tugging, frat-housing, kick-tapping, back-slapping, hater of hippies like me, tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Skin-color-blinded, conspiracy-minded protesters of corporate greed. We have nothing, and most likely will, until we all end up locked up in jails. By conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls, we're living together in two separate worlds. We're following leaders of mountains of shame. We're looking for someone to blame. Well, I know who I like to blame. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male, soul-saving, flag-waving, rush-loving, lamp-paving, regional leaders of sales. They're quite diligently working so hard to keep the free reins of this democracy. From tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy old hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy old hippies like me. Abolish the suburbs. Abolish them. But they say that old girl, he's not gonna do it now. Well, Roger said he never met a minute in LA. Well, let me back up and make sure that I got that right. Every man he ever met, that's true. But he never said he liked every man that he knew. I met a woman with the Midas touch. I never got her to touch very much. I met a man of opportunity. He never offered any of it up to me. I met a soldier in a recruit booth. Said he'd make a man out of me and stole my youth. Working for a man who could not stop lying. Drove us off a cliff and called it flying. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. That ain't flying. That ain't flying. That ain't flying. That ain't flying. When a wise man flies, he understands. A man has not technically flown until he lands. If you're coming into land and you're crashing down, well, all you really did is you would get too high. You ever get too high? I say you ever get too high? get too high? You ever get too high? Well, neither have I, but I will if I have to prove to you, guy. I'm so turned around I could calm up a riot, fighting for peace. That's like screaming for quiet. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I don't know, but I'm in tow. You might meet a little fox in an atheist hole. I said I don't know, but I'm in tow. Might meet a little fox in an atheist hole. I don't know, but I'm in tow. 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 I hope I'm not going too long, but I wanted to end with this one. Nowhere to go, no one to call, nothing to do except for nothing at all. I got the same old climb up the same old wall. I've fallen down before. You see, I've used my fists, I've used my voice, I've used myself like a cheap Rolls Royce. I never knew I could just use my choice. I ain't gonna cry no more. Ain't people talk behind people's backs. We're scheming, we plot, and we plan attacks. But someday soon we will be switching them tracks in a way that this world can't ignore. So call up all your buddies, call all of your friends, call up all your enemies and make a man law. We're throwing a party, letting everybody in. I ain't gonna cry no more, except for sometime, baby, 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 baby. I'm gonna cry sometime. Hey, stick around for the second set, we're gonna do it. I've been down, I've been a little bit depressed. I overworked, I get a little overstressed. But deep in my heart, I know that I'm blessed. I ain't gonna cry no more. Call all your buddies, call up all of your friends, call all up all your enemies and make a man. We're throwing a party, letting everybody in. I ain't gonna cry no more. I feel like I got a washing machine going on in my head this afternoon, but that's all right. They say don't listen to the voices in your head. Well, fuck, where else are you supposed to hear them? Right there, they go right in there. I said, doctor, where do you hear these fucking voices? Oh, Lord, 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 I'm gonna see you now. We'll be right back after these messages from our local affiliates and our sponsors. All right, pause for the cause. We'll do another set, right? Sure. Shit, yeah, I want to. I like it like that. Audio is Red and white, blue suede shoes. Well, I'm Uncle Sam. How do you do? Give me 5, still alive. Ain't no love. I learned to duck. Check my pulse, it don't change. Stay 72. Come shine or rain. Wave the flag, pop the bag, rock the boat, skin and gold. Wave that flag, wave it wildly high. Summertime, come and gone, my oh my. Well, I'm Uncle Sam. Well, that's who I am. I've been hiding out in a rock and roll band. Shake the hand, shook the hand of P.T. Barnum and Charlie Chan. Shine your shoes, light your fuse. Can you use them? A drink to your health. I'm lost here. Ruin your life. Okay, man, it's all jacked up. Steal your way. Why would they have that? I got lost in the helicopter, man. That got all jammed up. Wave that flag, wave it wild and high. Summertime is come and gone, my oh my. Back to back, the chicken shack. Oh, I know what I did. Son of a gun, you better change your act. We're all confused, what to lose. You could call this song the U.S. Blues. Wave that flag, wave it wild and high. Summertime done, they come and gone, my oh my. Oh, I know. You know what I did? I was playing that in E, but that thing, I was just using that for the words, but it had the chords above it, and the chords on that version were in A, right? And I got myself jacked. I was born in a crossfire hurricane, and I howled at the morning driving rain. But it's all right now. In fact, it's gas. It's all right. The jumping jack flash is a gas, gas, gas. I was raised by a toothless, bearded hag. I was schooled with a strap right across my back. But it's alright. In fact, it's a gas, but it's alright. The jumping jack flash is a gag. Anybody can get up here and do shit they know. All right now. I know this. Go. There it is. There it is. I was drowned, I was washed up and left for dead. I fell down to my feet and I seen they bled. Well, I frowned at the crumbs and the crust of the bread. I was crowned with a spike right through my head. But it's all fact, it's a gas, but it's all right. The jumping jack flash, it's gas. Watch it. Cool it. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Cool it, Keith. So yeah, anybody could get up here and do shit they knew. But that was pretty good. I was having a hard time finding that one chord. I just figured I knew that one. And the other one too, although Jerry's songs, sometimes he'll like act like he's just gonna play a blues, and then it gets incredibly complicated. And that song has this weird, it's like, it's got a weird 2 chord in it that I ignored. I couldn't reach it from where I was standing. Here's one of my favorites. In fact, you know what? I'll get this, baby. Appreciate you hanging around for this. This is kind of funner for me. This is what I'd be doing. This is what I'll be doing later at the house. Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress. My papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was standing by the side of the road. I had rain falling on my shoes. I was heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I had paid my dues, getting through tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could and we abandoned it out west. We split up on a dark, sad night, both agreeing that it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away, I heard her say over my shoulder that we would meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. I never did like it all that much, and then one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky enough to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all that while I was alone, and my past was closed behind. You know, I seen a lot of women, but she had never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in the topless place. I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face and that spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair. She said, "Tell me, don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath, and she studied the lines of my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the lace of my shoe, tangled up in blue. She lit the burner on the stove, offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello. She said, "You know, you look like the silent type." Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true, and they glowed like burning coal, pouring off of the page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, and revolution was in the air. And he started into dealing with slaves, man, something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned, and then she froze up inside. And then when finally the bottom fell out, well, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was just keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going on back again. I gotta get to her somehow. All these people that we used to know, they're just an illusion to me now. Some of them are mathematicians, some of them are carpenters' wives. I don't know how this all got started, man. I don't know what they do with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road. I'm headed for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue, tangled up in blue, tangled up in it. sponge cake. Hot in the sunbeam. All of us to it, coming with her. Strumming my six string. I'm not from twing. That's been in the train, beginning to move. It's the way again, I'm gonna read me. Searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim there's a woman to blame, but I know, oh, it's nobody's home. That's so fun to do and so hard not to do when you're trying to sing one of Bob Dylan's songs. That you want to go, in the sun is shining, leaning bed. And then you go see him in the shows, and it's just so much different. I opened for him before I ever made a record in Jackson, Mississippi, and he was doing that deal. It was like in the 89, 92, I think. He was doing that deal where he'd be going, tangle up and bleed. And when he'd get to like the title, you could feel the people would be like, no, you know? Like everybody going, what is this? And they go, like a Rolling Stone. And people go, oh, crap. Okay, well, but I thought it was fantastic. And I got to stand by the side of the stage and watch. And he didn't say anything when he was in there. And he wow. It was a cool time for him, though. It was when he was making those folk records. What am I doing wrong? Poor old granddad laughed at all his words. We thought he was a bitter man. He spoke of a women way. A chap you before you even know. For love is blind and you're far too kind to ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, cans, such a pretty show. Backstage here on the deck and the dressing rooms are great. They come on strong and it ain't too long before they make you feel a man. But love is blind and you'll soon find you're just a boy again. Oh, well, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I'm stronger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. That was the band. Let's see, what else do I know? I hope you're still with me. I'm just kind of I've never lived my life through other people's eyes. I guess I've always been the one that's chasing a storm on my side. Too tall, too late, too early. Hit either one. He ought to be in the picture. He's having too much fun. Been a one-man band, been a one-man gypsy circus. I find in every piece of this puzzle has a purpose. Don't put no stone on my grave to tighten up my past. You tell them that I love to live and laugh, I love to take it very fast. Oh, I was contrary to ordinary, even as a child. Them fast freights made me wonder, them full moons that drove me wild, and the stories they do come true. Gotta live life in episode, with one eye on your lady friend, and one eye still on that open road. Now when I die, don't put no stone on my grave. I'm sorry ought to be the epitaph, make a bunch of spelling mistakes. I've always been a drifter, it's just my style. I'm always in this line, full moons that drive me wild. Contrary to ordinary, even as a child. Those fast freights make me wonder, oh, and them full moons they drive me wild. And the stories they do come true. You just live life in episode, with one eye on your lady friend and one eye still on that open road. Yeah, you work all week just to make a draw. Sometimes I don't ride them at all, but I'm hooked in and I got to ride that train. When they open up that chute, I can't stop thinking about all that loot. I'm a rodeo, the cowboy, bordering on the insane. That's why I eat a cheeseburger, drink a 6-pack, I take a Darvon to kill the pain. I make $32.50 just to take the draw, and I live through it just to talk about it all. I'm a rodeo, the cowboy, a rodeo, the cowboy, bordering on the insane. Well, the cobwebs sure thick, what's going on? I feel like all my circuits are blown. I can't remember my number or name. Give me a beer or two and I'll be fine. At least work every other time. I'm a rodeo, the cowboy, a bordering on the insane. Yeah, that's why I eat a cheeseburger, drink a 6-pack, I take a Darvon to kill the pain. I make $32.50 just to take a draw. I live through just to tell you about it all. I'm a rodeo, the cowboy, rodeo, the cowboy, bordering on the insane. Yodel-hee-oh, de-ole-hee-oh, de-ole-hee. Well, I better wrap it up here. Long time ago. No, just kidding. Man, this is what I do. I sit around at home and do this. I don't give a shit if I'm being even filmed. Fuck it. I don't want to leave with that on. I'll play this one for you, and then we'll call it a Sunday. And you go. Wake up every morning, check the alarm clock, warning to 8:15 to the city. There's a whistle up above, people pushing, people shoving, and the girl, they're trying to look pretty. If your train on time, you can get to work by 9. You start your stinking job and get your pay. Well, if you ever get annoyed, look at me, I'm self-employed. I love to work at nothing all day. I've been taking care of business every way, taking care of business every day. I've been taking care of business. It's alright, taking care of business and working overtime, work out. If it's easy as fishing, you could be a musician. If you could make your sound and make it mellow, get a second-hand guitar, chances are you go far. If you get in with the right bunch of fellows, people see you having fun, just a lion in the sun. You tell them that you like it that way. Hey, it's the work that we avoid. Yes, we're all self-employed. We love to work at nothing all day. We've been taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business. It's alright, I've been taking care of business, working overtime, work out. Take good care of my business while I'm away every day. Where you wake up every morning, long clock warning, 8:15. Into the city, there's a whistle up above and people pushing, people shoving, and the girl band, they trying to look pretty. If your train on time, you can get to work by 9. You start your stinking job and get your pay. If you ever get annoyed, look at me, I'm self-employed. I love to work at fucking nothing all day, and I've been taking care of business. It's alright, taking care of business and working overtime. I've been taking care of business. Alright, taking care of business and working overtime, work out. Well, y'all, thank you for giving me so much of your Sunday. I feel like I've already taken up a bunch of it, but I just can't stop myself. Y'all take care of each other out there. We'll be on the road again soon, taking care of that business. Next speedball, way to highway, needle is broken, ain't no telling on gas. Highway dog plays Russian roulette in and out of the sun under the overpass. Oh, 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 oh. Say only heaven knows, but we turned every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think, therefore I am, because I am, oh, so I thought I was. When in Rome they say, shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. Woo! Thank you. passing it back and forth like a 5th of July. I realize I can't tell you what to tell yourself, but if we're still alive, what you thought you wanted, well, you can't deny it, baby. We were something else. Oh, 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 my love. Why on earth they say only heaven knows? We turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know a thing therefore I am because I am both who I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, and nobody thinks you're crazy. We don't leave who we fell for, no. We leave who we just can't believe they've become. We don't leave who we marry, we leave who we just can't believe that they'll become. And I said leave it, I don't mind as much as getting left behind. Why on earth they say only heaven knows? Why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know I think therefore I am because I am most so I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy.